Today, we're diving into a question that's been keeping business leaders up at night. What makes a company transition from good to great? I mean, think about it. Why do some companies soar to the top while others just sort of stay in the middle? It's like the difference between a high school team making it to the state finals and just winning the homecoming game. Now, if you've ever wondered about this, you're in luck. We're going to explore the core ideas from James C. Collins' book, Good to Great: Why Some Companies Make the Leap and Others Don't. This isn't just some business jargon-filled read. It's a treasure trove of real-world stories and insights that can transform how you think about success. Let's kick things off with a story that's pretty much the definition of going from good to great. You've probably heard of Walmart, right? Today, it's a global retail giant, but back in the day, it was just a small-town retailer in Arkansas. Sam Walton, the founder, had a vision that was all about customer service and operational efficiency. He believed that if you treated your customers right and ran your business like a well-oiled machine, you could achieve greatness. And boy, did he ever. Walmart's focus on these principles propelled it from a single store to a company that's now worth hundreds of billions of dollars. But it's not just about Walmart. Let's talk about Nucor Steel. This company was struggling for years, but then they made a radical change. Instead of just paying their employees a regular salary, they introduced a performance-based compensation system. It was like giving everyone a stake in the company's success. This innovative approach not only boosted morale but also led to some incredible results. Nucor transformed from a struggling company to a leader in the steel industry, all because they believed in the power of their people. So, what's the big deal about making that leap from good to great? It's not just about being the best for a little while. It's about sustained excellence over time. It's like the difference between a sprint and a marathon. You can win a sprint with a burst of energy, but to win a marathon, you need to have the right strategy, the right team, and the right mindset. Now, you might be thinking, that's all well and good, but how do I apply this to my own business or even my personal life? Great question. That's exactly what we're going to explore in this video. We'll break down the key principles from the book, share more stories, and even throw in some personal insights. So, are you ready to find out what it takes to go from good to great? Stick around because we've got a lot to cover, and I promise it's going to be a journey worth taking. Let me know in the comments if you've ever seen a company make this kind of transformation. Have you been part of it? What do you think made the difference? And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss out on more inspiring stories and insights. Alright, let's dive in and uncover the secrets to greatness. See you in the next segment. Chapter 1. Level 5 Leadership in the World of Business. The term leadership is often thrown around with an almost casual familiarity. But what does it really mean to be a leader? And more importantly, what does it take to transform a good company into a great one? This is where the concept of Level 5 leadership, as articulated by Jim Collins in his groundbreaking book Good to Great, becomes not just a theory but a beacon of hope for organizations striving to reach the pinnacle of success. Level 5 leadership is the highest and most rare form of leadership, a blend of personal humility and professional will that sets these leaders apart. These individuals are not just managers or executives. They are the architects of enduring greatness. They are the ones who can take a company from mediocrity to excellence, and they do so with a unique combination of traits that are both paradoxical and profoundly effective. At its core, Level 5 leadership is defined by two key characteristics: personal humility and professional will. Personal humility means that these leaders are not in it for the glory, the fame, or the fortune. They are not the type to seek the spotlight or to revel in personal accolades. Instead, they are driven by a deep sense of purpose and a commitment to the greater good of the company and its stakeholders. They are willing to set aside their egos and listen to others, recognizing that the best ideas can come from anywhere in the organization. Professional will, on the other hand, is the unwavering determination to do whatever it takes to achieve the company's goals. Level 5 leaders are not afraid to make tough decisions, even if it means making unpopular choices. They are willing to take calculated risks and to push the boundaries of what is possible. They are relentless in their pursuit of excellence, and they inspire others to do the same. The importance of these two traits cannot be overstated. Personal humility ensures that leaders remain grounded and open to feedback, while professional will provide the drive and determination needed to overcome obstacles and achieve long-term success. Together, these traits create a leadership style that is both humble and powerful, a combination that is essential for building an enduring great company. To understand the impact of Level 5 leadership, let's delve into the stories of two real-world leaders who exemplify these traits: Alfred Dunlap and Murray S. Kessler. Both men faced significant challenges, but their approaches and outcomes were markedly different, highlighting the critical role of Level 5 leadership. Alfred Dunlap, often referred to as Chainsaw Al, is a name that evokes strong emotions in the business world. Known for his aggressive and sometimes controversial leadership style, Dunlap was brought in to turn around struggling companies, and he did so with a heavy hand. His approach was characterized by massive layoffs, cost-cutting measures, and a focus on short-term financial gains. While his methods often produced quick results, they were also deeply divisive and left a trail of bitterness and resentment in their wake. When Dunlap took the helm at Gillette in 1992, the company was in a state of decline. Dunlap's initial actions, which included significant layoffs and restructuring, did lead to a short-term boost in profits. However, his leadership style was marked by a lack of humility and a focus on personal gain. Dunlap's aggressive tactics and his tendency to take credit for the company's successes ultimately alienated employees and stakeholders. The company's long-term performance suffered, and the gains made under his leadership were short-lived. In contrast, Gillette's eventual success came under a different kind of leader. After Dunlap's departure, Gillette brought in a more humble and focused leader who understood the importance of building a strong, enduring company. This leader, who embodied the principles of Level 5 leadership, recognized that true success is not about personal glory but about the collective effort of the entire organization. By fostering a culture of collaboration, innovation, and continuous improvement, Gillette was able to transform itself into a market leader, achieving sustained success and respect in the industry. The story of Murray S. Kessler and Pitney Bowes provides another compelling example of Level 5 leadership in action. When Kessler took over as CEO of Pitney Bowes in 1980, the company was facing a significant crisis. The postal industry was undergoing rapid changes, and Pitney Bowes was struggling to keep up. Kessler's approach to turning the company around was marked by a combination of strategic vision and personal humility. Kessler recognized that the company needed a clear and compelling vision to guide its transformation. He set ambitious goals and developed a strategic plan to diversify the company's product line and expand into new markets. However, what set Kessler apart was his willingness to listen to others and to involve employees at all levels in the decision-making process. He understood that the best ideas often come from those closest to the work, and he fostered a culture of open communication and collaboration. Kessler's humility also played a crucial role in his leadership. He did not seek the spotlight or personal recognition. Instead, he focused on building a strong team and creating an environment where everyone felt valued and empowered. This approach not only helped to restore morale and engagement but also drove the company to new heights of success. Under Kessler's leadership, Pitney Bowes experienced a resurgence, becoming a leader in the postal and document management industry. The contrast between Dunlap's and Kessler's leadership styles is stark. Dunlap's aggressive and ego-driven approach may have produced short-term gains, but it ultimately failed to build a sustainable and enduring company. Kessler, on the other hand, demonstrated the power of Level 5 leadership by combining personal humility with professional will. His approach not only turned Pitney Bowes around but also set the stage for long-term success and growth. The stories of Gillette and Pitney Bowes serve as powerful illustrations of the importance of Level 5 leadership. They show that true greatness is not achieved through a focus on personal gain or short-term results, but through a commitment to building a strong, resilient, and enduring organization. Level 5 leaders understand that their role is not to be the star of the show but to create an environment where everyone can shine and where the company can thrive. In today's rapidly changing business landscape, the need for Level 5 leaders has never been greater. Companies that want to make the leap from good to great must look beyond the surface-level traits of charisma and confidence and seek out leaders who embody the principles of personal humility and professional will. These leaders are the ones who will build the companies of the future, companies that are not just successful but also respected and admired for their enduring greatness. As we move forward, the lessons of Level 5 leadership serve as a reminder that true leadership is a journey, not a destination. It is about the continuous effort to improve, to learn, and to grow. It is about putting the company and its stakeholders first and having the courage to make tough decisions. And above all, it is about the humility to recognize that the greatest leaders are those who serve, not those who seek to be served. In the end, the story of Level 5 leadership is a story of transformation, a story of how humble and determined leaders can turn good companies into great ones. It is a story that inspires us to look beyond the surface and to seek out the leaders who will guide us to a brighter and more successful future. Chapter 2. The Hedgehog Concept. Imagine a simple yet profound idea that can transform the way businesses operate and achieve lasting success. This idea is the Hedgehog Concept, a framework that helps companies focus on what they can be the best in the world at, what they are passionate about, and what drives their economic engine. The Hedgehog Concept is not just a theoretical concept. It's a practical tool that has been successfully applied by some of the most successful companies in history. The Hedgehog Concept is based on the interchapter of 3 circles. The first circle represents what you can be the best in the world at. This is not about being the best at everything, but rather identifying your unique strengths and capabilities. The second circle is about what you are passionate about. Passion is a powerful driver of motivation and resilience, and it can help you overcome the challenges that come with pursuing greatness. The third circle is about what drives your economic engine. This is the financial aspect of your business, the metrics that matter most, and the sources of revenue that sustain your operations. The beauty of the Hedgehog Concept lies in its simplicity and clarity. By focusing on the interchapter of these 3 circles, companies can achieve a level of clarity and alignment that is often missing in the business world. This focus and alignment are critical because they allow companies to channel their resources and efforts into areas that truly matter, rather than spreading themselves thin across multiple fronts. One of the most compelling examples of the Hedgehog Concept in action is the story of Walgreens, the leading pharmacy chain in the United States. Walgreens is a company that has consistently outperformed its competitors and maintained its position as a market leader. But how did they achieve this level of success? The answer lies in their adherence to the Hedgehog Concept. Walgreens identified that they could be the best in the world at providing convenient, 24/7 pharmacy services. They are passionate about making healthcare accessible and convenient for their customers, and their economic engine is driven by the high volume of transactions and the steady stream of revenue from prescription drugs and other retail items. By focusing on these 3 elements, Walgreens has been able to build a business model that is both sustainable and highly effective. Think about it. When you need a prescription filled late at night or a basic health product on a Sunday, where do you go? Chances are you go to Walgreens. This is not by accident. It's the result of a deliberate strategy to become the go-to destination for convenient healthcare services. Walgreens has strategically placed their stores in high-traffic areas, ensuring that they are always within easy reach of their customers. They have also invested in technology and infrastructure to support their 24/7 operations, making it easy for customers to access their services at any time. The success of Walgreens is not just a story of strategic planning. It's a story of execution and persistence. They have consistently aligned their operations with their Hedgehog Concept, ensuring that every decision they make supports their core strengths, passions, and economic drivers. This alignment has allowed Walgreens to weather economic downturns, compete with larger rivals, and maintain a strong brand presence in the market. Another compelling example of the Hedgehog Concept in action is the transformation of Fannie Mae from a government agency to a private corporation. Fannie Mae, formerly known as the Federal National Mortgage Association, was originally established to provide liquidity to the mortgage market and support affordable housing. Over the years, Fannie Mae has evolved into a private corporation, but it has never lost sight of its core mission. Fannie Mae identified that they could be the best in the world at providing liquidity to the mortgage market. They are passionate about their mission to make homeownership accessible to more Americans, and their economic engine is driven by the fees they earn from guaranteeing mortgages and the interest income from their investment portfolio. By focusing on these three elements, Fannie Mae has been able to maintain its position as a key player in the housing finance industry. The transformation of Fannie Mae from a government agency to a private corporation is a testament to the power of the hedgehog concept. When Fannie Mae made the transition to a private corporation, they had to navigate a complex regulatory environment and adapt to the demands of the private market. However, they never lost sight of their core strengths, passions, and economic drivers. They continued to focus on providing liquidity to the mortgage market, supporting affordable housing, and generating a steady stream of revenue. One of the key strategies that Fannie Mae implemented was to align their mission with their economic drivers. They recognized that by supporting affordable housing, they could not only fulfill their mission but also create a stable and profitable business. This alignment allowed Fannie Mae to attract customers who shared their values and to build a loyal customer base. It also helped them to weather the challenges of the housing market, including the financial crisis of 2008. The success of Fannie Mae is not just a story of financial performance. It's a story of mission-driven growth. By focusing on their hedgehog concept, Fannie Mae has been able to maintain a strong sense of purpose and direction. This has allowed them to make strategic decisions that support their long-term goals and to build a business that is both sustainable and impactful. In both the cases of Walgreens and Fannie Mae, the hedgehog concept has played a crucial role in their success. By focusing on what they can be the best in the world at, what they are passionate about, and what drives their economic engine, these companies have been able to achieve a level of clarity and alignment that is essential for sustained success. The hedgehog concept is not just a tool for large corporations. It is a framework that can be applied by businesses of all sizes. Whether you are a small startup or a multinational corporation, the principles of the hedgehog concept can help you identify your core strengths, passions, and economic drivers. By focusing on these elements, you can build a business that is not only successful but also meaningful and fulfilling. In a world where distractions are plentiful and the pressure to diversify is strong, the hedgehog concept provides a clear and focused path to greatness. It reminds us that true success comes not from trying to be everything to everyone, but from being the best at what you do, doing what you love, and ensuring that your business is financially sustainable. So, as you think about your own business or career, consider the hedgehog concept. Ask yourself, what can I be the best in the world at? What am I truly passionate about? What drives my economic engine? By answering these questions, you can gain the clarity and alignment needed to achieve lasting success. Chapter 3, Culture of Discipline. In the journey from good to great, one of the most critical elements is the culture of discipline. This culture isn't just about following rules or maintaining order. It's a profound and pervasive approach that touches every aspect of an organization: people, thought, and action. It's the backbone that supports long-term success, enabling companies to navigate challenges, capitalize on opportunities, and consistently outperform their competitors. Let's dive into the importance of disciplined people, thought, and action. Imagine a symphony orchestra. Each musician is highly skilled and talented, but without a conductor to guide them and a set of sheet music to follow, the result would be chaos. In the same way, a company needs disciplined people. Individuals who are not only competent but also committed to the organization's goals. These are the people who show up every day, ready to contribute their best, and who are willing to learn and grow. Disciplined thought is equally crucial. It means having a clear and consistent vision of where the company is headed and making strategic decisions that align with that vision. It's about asking the right questions, seeking the best data, and making informed choices. For example, when faced with a decision, a company with a culture of discipline will consider the long-term implications, not just the short-term gains. They will weigh the pros and cons, consult with experts, and ensure that the decision is in line with their core values and strategic objectives. Disciplined action, on the other hand, is about execution. It's the follow-through that turns plans into reality. A company with a culture of discipline will have well-defined processes and systems in place to ensure that everyone knows what they need to do and when. It's about holding people accountable and ensuring that tasks are completed to the highest standards. This level of discipline in action is what separates the good from the great. Now, let's explore how a culture of discipline supports long-term success. One of the key benefits is that it creates a stable and predictable environment. Employees know what is expected of them, and they have the tools and support they need to succeed. This stability allows the company to focus on innovation and growth rather than constantly putting out fires. It also builds trust and loyalty among employees, customers, and stakeholders, which are essential for sustained success. Moreover, a culture of discipline helps companies weather storms. In times of economic downturn or market disruption, a disciplined company is better equipped to adapt and survive. They have the financial reserves, the strategic flexibility, and the operational efficiency to navigate through tough times. For instance, during the 2008 financial crisis, companies with a strong culture of discipline were able to maintain their performance and even gain market share, while others struggled to stay afloat. The role of leaders in fostering a disciplined culture cannot be overstated. Leaders set the tone for the entire organization. They must model the behavior they expect from others, demonstrating discipline in their own actions and decisions. They must also be clear and consistent in their communication, articulating the company's vision and values and ensuring that everyone understands and buys into them. Effective leaders also create a supportive environment where discipline is rewarded and celebrated, and where employees are encouraged to hold themselves and their colleagues accountable. Let's look at some real-world examples to see how a culture of discipline can drive success. One of the most compelling stories is that of Circuit City, a company that rose to become a leading electronics retailer through its disciplined approach. Circuit City was founded in 1949 and began as a small radio shop. Over the years, it grew and evolved, but it was the company's commitment to discipline that truly set it apart. Circuit City's success can be attributed to its focus on hiring and retaining top talent. They believed that the quality of their employees was the most critical factor in their success. To this end, they implemented rigorous hiring processes and invested heavily in training and development. They also created a performance-based culture where employees were rewarded for meeting and exceeding expectations. This focus on talent ensured that Circuit City had a highly skilled and motivated workforce, which was essential for delivering excellent customer service and driving sales. Another area where Circuit City excelled was in inventory management. They recognized that effective inventory management was crucial for maintaining profitability and customer satisfaction. To achieve this, they developed a disciplined approach to inventory control, using advanced technology and data analytics to optimize stock levels. They also implemented a just-in-time inventory system, which reduced holding costs and minimized the risk of stockouts. This disciplined approach to inventory management not only improved operational efficiency but also enhanced the customer experience, as products were always available when customers needed them. The transformation of Abbott Laboratories into a global healthcare leader is another powerful example of the impact of a culture of discipline. Abbott was founded in 1888 and has a long history of innovation and excellence. However, it was their commitment to discipline that enabled them to grow and thrive in a highly competitive and rapidly changing industry. One of the key aspects of Abbott's disciplined approach is their commitment to innovation. They understood that to stay ahead in the healthcare industry, they needed to continuously develop new and better products. To achieve this, they invested heavily in research and development, creating a culture where innovation was not just encouraged but expected. They also established clear processes and metrics to ensure that their innovation efforts were aligned with the company's strategic goals and delivered tangible results. Another crucial element of Abbott's disciplined culture is their focus on execution. They recognized that having great ideas was only half the battle. The real challenge was turning those ideas into reality. To ensure effective execution, they implemented rigorous project management processes and systems. They also created a culture of accountability, where everyone from the CEO to the frontline employees was responsible for delivering on their commitments. This disciplined approach to execution allowed Abbott to bring new products to market faster and with higher quality, giving them a significant competitive advantage. The impact of Abbott's disciplined culture is evident in their success. Over the years, they have consistently outperformed their competitors, growing their market share and expanding into new markets. They have also maintained a strong financial performance, with steady revenue growth and profitability. More importantly, Their disciplined approach has enabled them to make a positive impact on the lives of millions of people around the world, providing innovative healthcare solutions that improve health outcomes and quality of life. In conclusion, a culture of discipline is a powerful driver of success. It creates a stable and predictable environment, enables companies to weather storms, and fosters innovation and growth. Leaders play a crucial role in fostering this culture by modeling disciplined behavior, communicating clearly, and creating a supportive environment. The stories of Circuit City and Abbott Laboratories demonstrate the transformative impact of a culture of discipline, showing how it can turn good companies into great ones. By cultivating a culture of discipline, companies can achieve greatness and make a lasting impact in their industries and the world. Chapter 4. Technology Accelerators in the Dynamic World of Business. The leap from good to great is often marked by a company's ability to harness technology effectively. Technology, when used strategically, can act as a powerful accelerator, propelling companies to new heights of success. This chapter delves into how companies can leverage technology to enhance their core competencies, drive innovation, and achieve lasting success. We'll explore the importance of disciplined experimentation and share compelling stories of companies that have transformed their industries through technological advancements. Let's start by considering the importance of using technology to enhance core competencies. A company's core competencies are its unique strengths and capabilities that set it apart from the competition. These might include exceptional customer service, cutting-edge research and development, or a highly efficient supply chain. When a company integrates technology into its core competencies, it can significantly amplify these strengths. For example, a retail company with a strong focus on customer service can use advanced analytics to gain deeper insights into customer preferences, enabling it to offer more personalized and effective service. This not only enhances the customer experience but also builds a stronger, more loyal customer base. One of the key ways technology can drive innovation and efficiency is through automation and data analytics. Automation can streamline processes, reduce errors, and free up employees to focus on more strategic tasks. Data analytics, on the other hand, can provide valuable insights that inform decision-making and drive innovation. For instance, a manufacturing company can use sensors and machine learning algorithms to monitor equipment performance in real time, predict maintenance needs, and optimize production schedules. This not only increases efficiency but also reduces downtime and maintenance costs. Disciplined experimentation is another crucial aspect of technology adoption. Companies that are willing to experiment with new technologies and learn from their experiences are more likely to find innovative solutions and stay ahead of the curve. This doesn't mean recklessly trying out every new tech trend. Rather, it involves a structured approach to testing and evaluating new technologies to ensure they align with the company's strategic goals. For example, a pharmaceutical company might experiment with blockchain technology to improve supply chain transparency and traceability. By carefully assessing the outcomes of these experiments, the company can make informed decisions about whether to scale up the technology or explore other options. Now, let's dive into some compelling stories that illustrate how companies have successfully leveraged technology to gain a competitive edge. One of the most iconic examples is Cisco Systems. Cisco is a global leader in networking technology, and its success can be attributed, in large part, to its strategic use of technology to enhance its core competencies. From its early days, Cisco focused on developing and integrating cutting-edge networking technologies. This commitment to innovation allowed Cisco to revolutionize the networking industry and establish itself as a market leader. Cisco's approach to technology is characterized by a relentless focus on research and development. The company invests heavily in R&D to stay at the forefront of technological advancements. For example, Cisco was one of the first companies to develop and commercialize routers, which became the backbone of the Internet. By continuously pushing the boundaries of what is possible. With networking technology, Cisco has not only maintained its leadership position, but also opened up new markets and opportunities. This is a testament to the power of using technology to enhance core competencies and drive innovation. Another inspiring story is the transformation of Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab is a well-known financial services company that has undergone a significant transformation through the adoption of online trading platforms. In the 1990s, when the internet was still in its early stages, Schwab recognized the potential of online trading to provide customers with faster and more convenient services. The company was one of the first to offer online trading, which revolutionized the way people managed their investments. By embracing online trading, Charles Schwab was able to reduce costs, increase efficiency, and attract a new generation of tech-savvy investors. The company's early adoption of online platforms not only improved the customer experience but also gave it a significant competitive advantage. Today, Schwab continues to innovate by integrating advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence and mobile apps to provide customers with even more sophisticated and personalized services. These stories highlight the transformative power of technology when it is used strategically to enhance core competencies and drive innovation. However, the journey to leveraging technology effectively is not without its challenges. Companies must be willing to invest in R&D, embrace a culture of experimentation, and continuously adapt to changing technological landscapes. The key is to remain focused on the company's strategic goals and ensure that technology investments align with those goals. In conclusion, technology can be a powerful accelerator for companies that are committed to making the leap from good to great. By using technology to enhance core competencies, drive innovation, and improve efficiency, companies can gain a competitive edge and achieve lasting success. The stories of Cisco Systems and Charles Schwab serve as inspiring examples of how strategic technology adoption can transform industries and create significant value for both companies and their customers. As the pace of technological change continues to accelerate, companies that are agile and adaptive will be best positioned to thrive in the future. Chapter 5. The Flywheel and the Doom Loop. Imagine a massive, heavy flywheel, a large, solid disc mounted on an axle. You push it and it starts to turn slowly at first. You keep pushing, and the flywheel begins to pick up speed. Each push adds to the momentum, and the flywheel starts to spin faster and faster. Eventually, the flywheel is spinning so fast that it can sustain its momentum with minimal effort. This is the flywheel effect, a powerful metaphor for how successful companies build and maintain momentum over time. On the other hand, there's the doom loop. Picture a hamster running in a wheel, going round and round, expending energy but getting nowhere. The hamster is caught in a cycle of short-term fixes and quick wins, never addressing the underlying issues that are holding it back. This is the doom loop, a destructive pattern that can lead to the decline and fall of even the most promising companies. In this chapter, we'll explore how the flywheel and the doom loop shape the fate of businesses. We'll look at how companies that make the leap from good to great build momentum through a series of consistent, small wins, while those that fail often fall into a cycle of short-term fixes and unsustainable growth. We'll also delve into the stories of Kroger and A&P, two supermarket chains that exemplify these concepts in action. The flywheel is a powerful tool for understanding how successful companies achieve and maintain their success. It starts with a simple idea. Success is not about a single, dramatic event, but about a series of small, consistent wins that build momentum over time. Think of it like planting seeds. Each seed you plant is a small action, and over time, these seeds grow into a garden of success. The key is consistency and patience. Companies that build a flywheel focus on the fundamentals, improving incrementally and persistently. Kroger, one of the largest supermarket chains in the United States, is a prime example of a company that has successfully built a flywheel. In the 1990s, Kroger was facing significant challenges. The supermarket industry was highly competitive, and many of Kroger's stores were outdated and inefficient. However, instead of panicking and making drastic changes, Kroger's leadership decided to focus on the basics. They started with small, incremental improvements in customer service, store design, and supply chain management. One of the first steps Kroger took was to improve the shopping experience for its customers. They invested in training their employees to be more attentive and helpful, ensuring that every customer felt valued and appreciated. This might seem like a small change, but it had a significant impact. Customers began to notice the difference, and word-of-mouth recommendations started to spread. More people were choosing Kroger over its competitors, and sales began to rise. Next, Kroger focused on store design. They realized that the layout of their stores could either enhance or detract from the shopping experience. So, they started redesigning their stores to be more customer-friendly. Aisles were widened, products were organized more logically, and the overall atmosphere was made more inviting. Again, these were not revolutionary changes, but they added to the momentum. Customers found it easier to shop at Kroger, and the company's reputation continued to grow. Kroger also invested heavily in its supply chain. They worked to streamline their distribution processes, reduce waste, and ensure that their shelves were always stocked with fresh, high-quality products. By improving the efficiency of their supply chain, Kroger was able to reduce costs and pass those savings on to their customers. This made Kroger more competitive and attractive to consumers, further fueling the flywheel. Over time, these small, consistent wins added up. Kroger's momentum grew, and the company began to outperform its competitors. Today, Kroger is one of the most successful supermarket chains in the country, with a reputation for excellence in customer service, store design, and supply chain management. The flywheel had been set in motion, and it continues to spin, driving Kroger's sustained success. Now, let's look at the other side of the coin, the doom loop. The doom loop is a cycle of short-term fixes and quick wins that fail to address the underlying issues, ultimately leading to a company's decline. One of the most poignant examples of the doom loop in action is the story of A&P, once the largest supermarket chain in the United States. A&P, or the Great Atlantic and Pacific, modernizing its stores. While other supermarkets were updating their layouts and improving their shopping experiences, A&P stores remained outdated and inefficient. Customers began to notice the difference, and many started shopping elsewhere. Instead of addressing this issue, A&P focused on short-term fixes, such as price promotions and discounts. These tactics might have brought in some customers temporarily, but they did nothing to address the underlying problems. A&P also failed to adapt to changes in the industry. As consumers became more health-conscious and demanded higher-quality products, A&P did not respond. They continued to stock their shelves with the same products, failing to meet the evolving needs of their customers. This lack of innovation and responsiveness further eroded A&P's customer base. Perhaps the most damaging aspect of A&P's doom loop was its failure to invest in its employees. While Kroger was training its employees to be more attentive and helpful, A&P was cutting costs by reducing staff and lowering wages. This created a negative cycle where employees were less motivated to provide good service, which in turn drove away more customers. A&P's leadership seemed to be in a state of denial, believing that the company's long history and brand name would be enough to sustain it. As A&P continued to fall into the doom loop, the company's financial performance suffered. Sales declined and profits fell. Instead of making the necessary long-term investments to turn things around, A&P's leadership continued to rely on short-term fixes. They cut costs, reduced inventory, and closed stores, but these actions only made the situation worse. By the 2000s, A&P was a shadow of its former self, and in 2015, the company filed for bankruptcy. The stories of Kroger and A&P illustrate the power of the flywheel and the dangers of the doom loop. Kroger's success is a testament to the importance of consistency, patience, and a focus on the fundamentals. By making small, consistent improvements over time, Kroger was able to build momentum and achieve sustained success. On the other hand, A&P's decline serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of short-term thinking and the failure to address underlying issues. For leaders, the lesson is clear. Building a flywheel requires a long-term perspective and a commitment to the fundamentals. It's not about making one big, dramatic change, but about making many small, consistent improvements that add up over time. Leaders must be willing to invest in their employees, their customers, and their operations, even when the returns are not immediate. They must be patient and persistent, knowing that the flywheel will eventually gain momentum and drive sustained success. In a world that often values quick wins and short-term gains, the flywheel offers a different path. It's a path that requires discipline, focus, and a belief in the power of small, consistent actions. But for those who are willing to take it, the rewards can be immense. The flywheel can turn a good company into a great one, and it can sustain that greatness for decades to come. So, the next time you face a challenge in your business, remember the flywheel. Instead of looking for quick fixes, focus on the fundamentals. Make small, consistent improvements, and watch as the momentum builds. With time and patience, you can turn your company's flywheel into a powerful force for sustained success. Alright, so let's wrap this up with a bang. We've journeyed through the pages of James C. Collins' Good to Great, and I hope you've picked up some powerful insights along the way. The book is all about that transformative leap, from being just good to becoming truly great. And it's not just about the big, flashy changes. It's about the small, consistent efforts that add up over time. Think about it. Companies like Walmart, Nucor, and Walgreens didn't just wake up one day and decide to be great. They made a commitment to disciplined execution and sustained effort. They stuck to their core values and focused on what really mattered. And guess what? Paid off. These companies are still standing strong, even in the face of incredible challenges. But here's the really exciting part. The principles in Good to Great aren't just for the big dogs. They're for anyone who's willing to put in the work. Imagine a new startup, a small business, or even a non-profit organization. With the right mindset and the right principles, they can make that leap too. It's like planting a seed. You water it, you nurture it, and eventually it grows into something amazing. So what can you do? Start by reflecting on your own organization or your own goals. What are the core values that drive you? What are the small, consistent actions you can take every day to move closer to greatness? Maybe it's setting a clear vision, building a strong team, or focusing on customer service. Whatever it is, commit to it. Because the journey from good to great isn't easy, but it's absolutely worth it. And if you're feeling inspired, I encourage you to pick up a copy of Good to Great and dive deeper into these principles. Share what you learn with your team, your friends, or your followers. The more we all work together, the more we can create a world where greatness is the norm, not the exception. Remember, as James C. Collins says, good is the enemy of great. So don't settle for good. Aim for great. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and I can't wait to see what amazing things you'll achieve. Keep pushing, keep growing, and let's make greatness happen. See you in the comments.